very good morning and welcome to the Voices coming to you from the nation's capital, Abuja, right here on Politics and Business TV. My name is Medina Azaki. And today we're going to be starting from something strange, something that has never happened before. Maybe I've not seen it, but for me, this is the first time I've seen a cruel way of sending somebody off. But let me welcome my one-man team.
I don't know why you're referring me as one-man team. Today I have your coffee.
Yeah, okay, so you are two.
I have a Politics&B coffee tea.
Okay, so you are two now.
Yes. Yeah,
Gen Z father in the house. You are a party man.
Yeah.
So before, but let me welcome.
Am I a party man? What do you mean by political party?
Oh, when we come back.
I'm not. Oh, I'm not.
So how was your night?
Well, so no light again.
As usual.
Honestly.
And the minister just resigned yesterday.
And
officially.
Maybe he's going to give the state light.
As he's going home.
Yes, because he's going home now to contest, for the seat of the governor, and we wish him well, Mr. Adelabu. Let's see what his scorecard will look like. The
people that he's going to govern, I think they have many questions to ask him.
Yes,
I don't know what he's going to tell them.
That's why I said the scorecard.
Yeah, his scorecard. Having not, but he's one of the worst minister of power. One of the worst.
But he has apologized
in recent history. After dealing with us, you gave us band. You did how did you do class? You.
In fact, it made us realize that we have musical instruments in lighting. We don't know have band A.
That's what I'm saying. Class difference in electricity.
Class difference.
I'm band A.
Band A?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in blue band or police band. I don't even know the band because band A there's no light.
If I say you na band F.
In fact, I don't have band. You are
bandless.
I'm bandless.
So all the ministers that resigned and decide to go and contest for one position or the other, I think they have a scorecard to present.
Yes.
They have a score. And the people should not take that scorecard for granted. So if you cannot perform at federal, what are you going to do in the state?
It's there for you to see.
Yes.
But Nigerians can be funny too.
Yeah.
Maybe those
sentiment, our son, our brother.
No, this one is contesting in his own state, so it's everybody's son.
Yes, everybody's
But the deeper the pockets, politics, deep pockets have a wealth also.
So
but not this time around.
Not this time around. People are a bit, people are so angry and frustrated.
Consciousness is high now.
Yes. But let's play this video and then we'll come back and find out what could have led to this kind of send-off.
Condolence register. People have started signing the condolence register. If you are interested in
All right, welcome back. So when people have to go to the extent of putting a coffin,
a new one at that,
anyone, it means the people who did it have money in the first place, or is it that they rented it?
Well, either way, it can be possible, but motives have a way of driving your intentions.
What could have led to this act?
Two ways. Is either politically masterminded. Yes, because you never can really tell the motive. That's why I say the motive, drives your intentions and your actions. So it could be politically motivated, probably because by the party loyalists who feels that he was not loyal to the incumbent government, because looking at the revelations we saw thereafter, when he was sacked newly, a lot of Nigerians jumped, feasted on him, and were in a hurry to condemn him. And at the end of the day, we discovered that he was the hero, not the villain, in the sense that he reviewed a lot of things at the MTA, whatever meeting he had with, the National Assembly, where he boldly unraveled so many truths. And that will not go down well. Like we said, there's no truth anywhere. That did not go down well with the ruling government, and then he was ousted out of government. So I want to see it from that angle, that those who might be pro-government may also do that. However, too, we can also see it from the angle of those who feel that probably as an individual, he was not a good leader. Probably he was draconian in his approach of doing things, harsh. Maybe he was not friendly, was not a people's person. I know, being a man who was, saddled the responsibility to rule over a very sensitive portfolio, such as the Minister of Finance.
And coordinating economy.
And coordinating economy, as it doubles as, in terms of responsibility. So we want to believe that probably his style of leadership and that directing things was not palatable to some folks, And civil servants are very funny. They don't forget. They don't take things like, it's not the first time it's happening. However, not at this extent,
not to this level
of buying a coffee for a man who is alive.
Who is alive. Okay, but let's take it from the first one that you said. His scorecard is also that of a failure. Whether he made a very alarming revelation or not, he was a failure. Why do you have to wait until almost 4 years to the end of your tenure for you to have to reveal some of the decision that was taken? You see, I don't know. Is it that people don't have the confidence? Because if you put me in a position and I realize that you are not allowing me to do what I need to do, I will resign and leave.
What did you say? You said if you.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not liking to the next person too.
But this idea of waiting till the very end, till when I will be sacked, because you are also throwing it back to the same government to say, okay, now that you have sacked me. Because if he was not sacked, we wouldn't have had this revelation that we've had. Yes, he told them maybe
he would have
sat on
it.
He would have just sat on it. And the National Assembly, don't forget, he told a committee of the economy, of finance, of this and that. And so those ones too have a way of trying to shield this information because it is their party, they are members of the party, it is their government, they try to shield and cover up.
Not minding whether it's a national issue. So you waited till the day they sacked you, and then you came up with this revelation. So it's a failure as far as I'm concerned, because you'd have done this a long time ago. When are we going to have leaders at every level to say, look, this office, things are not working the way they are supposed to work, I'm dropping my pen and paper? Well, it's a very beautiful question you just asked, and I want to commend you for that, but you must understand that in this part of the world, it is not easy to speak truth to power. We are dealing with a society that is filled with so many conspiracy theory and wickedness. It's not easy, even at family level, to tell the truth. Even at religious, to speak.
But let me jump in. It's
not really easy.
No, let me jump in here. If you're a poor man, because you have said may your loyalty not be tested. If you are telling a poor man at this point, and he looks at the gains of the office, the minus, the plus, the coins, and all of that, he puts all of that together, and he feels, if I leave this place now,
I was
not to talk about Wale Edu, somebody who has done Commissioner of Finance many years ago. He has had track record. I mean, you cannot intimidate him when it comes to finances. That I want to understand. People who have done this over the years, and I'm sure he started his consultancy, he did one or two things, he's already known. And then you can't speak truth to power because you feel you need to still be in government?
Well, there are so many ways. I'm just trying to be economical with the truth here, but because we're on live TV, but you must understand that there are more that meets the eyes when it comes to things like this. There's more. You are dealing with a mafioso system. You must understand that too. Sometimes some people don't speak certain things at certain times because you want to preserve certain things. It takes a lot to keep government together. It takes a lot of white lies, a lot of things to keep government and government together. Even the media, it takes a lot also to keep the society together. If we mirror and say everything we mirror, some people will be in the bush by now. So it's everywhere in every sector somehow, and that's what we call diplomacy. However, I'm also of the opinion that yes, like you said, why now? Why did you wait for you to be sacked before you started saying all these things?
Too little, too late.
Too little, too late. But it still boils down to the fact that okay, now I'm out. I'm out of the shackles. I can speak, and I'm no longer answerable to anybody. You know, that I am trying to paint that mentality there. Because when you are under somebody, you are just, even in organizations, when a worker is working with you, or when the going is good, you say good about the person. When the person sacks you, no mind that madam. That's so she be. It's like that. So I don't know. I don't want to believe it's a mentality problem, but I want to believe that I think it's a national life. It's a national pattern that we do things in this country. We don't. In insane, clean and developed countries, of course, people do things for their pride. It still boils down to the tangibles and the intangibles.
Yeah. So, do we throw away our conscience when we take political office?
It depends on what is occupying the conscience at that moment. The conscience is a playground. It's like an empty bottle. When you're feeling alcohol, you see alcohol. You're feeling soft drinks, you see soft drink. Conscience itself is an empty bottle. It's an empty container. It is what occupies it at that moment. The only difference between two people is that when the wrong thing gets into your conscience, then it takes for you discipline for you to say no or yes. That's a self-discipline, and it can be spiritual discipline. They have all kinds of discipline. Moral, spiritual, social, whatever. You know, it takes a very disciplined person to look at a chilled soft drink in a refrigerator and choose water. You open it, freeze, and you see two standing, bottled water and chilled, and your throat will definitely go for the chilled soft drink.
Yeah.
So it takes discipline to go for water first.
To say, no, let me not kill my system with sugar. But let's go to the second reason that you gave, and which is human beings. Very difficult to satisfy. This sense of mentality. This mentality of what do you call it? You must do for me.
Do for me, I do for you. Must do for me.
You must do for no, not even do I do for you. Must do
self-entitled.
Self-entitled. This self-entitlement, because you are the minister of finance and the coordinating minister of the economy, or any minister or any position. You must give me you must continue to give me what I ask for.
Yes, you must do my biddings.
You must do my biddings, irrespective of due process. We don't know the people who are there, who are either staff of the ministry or associations, because we saw, banner there and all of that. But they took it too far. No matter, because you said maybe he's harsh, but people will always say that Nigeria, when you see somebody being insulted, it means that person is doing the right thing. It means that person follows due process in the area of discharging his responsibility. Okay,
I like the fact that you mentioned the word Nigeria. When you were talking, I was trying to figure out what response suitable I should give to you now. And luckily for me, you helped me solve the problem. I mentioned the word Nigeria. Nigeria in the sense that we have individual psychology, communal psychology, and we have a national psychology. When they say we are Nigeria, it connotes something. And that's why when you travel abroad and you see a Nigerian, what are we known for? These things you are mentioning, these frailties and weaknesses you are mentioning, we are known like that. It's like tribalism. It's our own omen. We are only battling it out of self-consciousness. When you now know, okay, this is, but it's in us. Religious sentiment. That was why those who colonized us saw it and planted it there, and then continue to fan it
and put AC now.
And put
they put AC.
So that is one of the strategy of even most leaders. When they get into a particular place, what do? Identify their strength and weaknesses. What do they like? So now, if you want to do certain things in the East, what do? Float money. If you want to do certain things in the West, what do? Give them things that have to do with party, morakbo, gatherings. When you want to go to North, meet their religious leaders. When they speak, they listen. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yes, of course you are.
So these are the different psychological and communal psychology that some of these wicked leaders use. So that's why some group of people will go to the North and say, take 2 noodles of rice, and go to the South and say, take 1 refrigerator. They size you, they know. So these are different approaches, psychology.
No, but I don't know how the man in question will be feeling right now. As soon as he sees this video, What exactly is he going? I want to think like him, which I cannot be like him. I'm just imagining him, in the comfort of his room. I'm sure his children, his wife, members of his family, his friends would have seen this video. I don't know what he's thinking right now. Will it be, what did I do wrong? What exactly did I do to these people that they have to sign my condolence right in front of me, right before I die?
Well, that is if he has the conscience to even think in that line.
Because he just push it aside. It's
it's
one of this drama.
No, narcissism is a very bad trait. It is what has kept the world where the world is. The wars that we are having, Iran, Israel, US, they are all a product of narcissism. And that is why I keep telling people that when you play down on psychology, you are destroying yourself. It is narcissism. I know greed is narcissism. Gaslighting is narcissism. Every other thing you are seeing came out from psychology. So if he's a man who doesn't see anything wrong, who is a hidliner, who doesn't believe what's their mouth, I didn't get their mouth.
Let them do what they like.
What they say, do what they like. The damage will continue. Give him another position, he will still do the damage. But when you read that book or you decide to play the part where I say the act of being deliberate, you can't sit down and then that's where your conscience will speak to you and poke you and say, man, you know what? Why? Am I that bad? You need to be deliberate. I keep saying that. You need to go and sit down and deliberately think, why did they buy coffee? Am I that bad? You need to ask questions. Each time I leave the studio, the first thing I go to meet the MC on, how? I don't just say, oh, I've mastered the morning show, I've mastered the voices. Okay. I don't do that.
Self-accountability.
Yes, I do it every day, every day.
But putting a coffin, signing condolence letter.
Is that the one that is troubling you?
No, because I'm trying to imagine those who thought of such idea. I'm trying to look at what exactly is in their mind. Are they normal? Because if you check the same people who organized this funeral, if you check them,
they are not in any way better.
They're not in any way better. It's just this self-entitlement. He's supposed to do this.
Maybe they're not given the opportunity to also serve.
To also serve. In this office, we have seen a former staff, who said because they didn't call him on a Sunday. And in the first place, he's not even supposed to be in the office on a Sunday, and to find out if they have eaten. I don't know when this office has become a restaurant. And that same person, if you have given him a national position, then you will understand.
You see, in respect to that analogy you just gave now, you must understand there are people who are petty in nature. A petty person is blindfolded by very shallow reasoning.
But that person should know that he will also die someday.
No, you see, that is where self-awareness. It's not easy. Even me that is talking. He says there are conscious actions and subconscious actions. Funny enough, you've seen the movie Coming to America?
Eddie Murphy.
He said something very, very that people didn't understand. But because I'm curious, I was trying to find, why did this man make this comment in? It's one of very quick, sharp. He said the first thing you said is usually correct. Somebody was trying to, throw a joke at him. And when he now reacted, he said, no, this thing we do in Nigeria. Now they play with you now. And he said, no. The first thing you usually say is the correct thing. And I came back to my dialect and I found out that the problem is there. The man said, it is through the jokes.
You'll find out.
Not that people tell you the truth. In the multitude of jokes, somebody is passing the message. Is actually telling you the truth?
And you're there laughing.
And you're laughing, but that's why we call it satire. So you see this. And then when we talk about school and education, we now find out that white man did not teach us anything. They just branded it.
Scammed us all.
We have ABCD in Igbo, we have in Hausa, we have. So what did they before they came? So I now find out some of these proverbs, some of these things we see in foreign movies. We have it in our own dialect. So and I started wondering, okay, it's true. So sometimes when you see people tell you something and they convey it in a joking manner. And when you now react, they say, person they follow.
The reason why I asked if the person who organized it, does he know history will die some days? Because we saw late President Muhammadu Buhari. All the people who wished him dead, they all died before he died. Some fell ill beyond recognition.
Hmm.
And the man left office hale and hearty.
Before he
went back to his village, had his comfortable, simple life until the day his creator
decided to call him.
And he has a grand burial. Even in his death, he was very popular. In fact, I've not seen a funeral where all the TV stations across Nigeria televised it live without a penny. A former president live from from his death to the day he was buried. In fact, on the day he was buried, from the airport when he arrived Abuja to when he was taken to Katsina to Daura. So, and those who wished him dead died. Some became so miserable, I think the illness ate them up till they died. So that's why I'm bringing it here, that to people also, because no matter how wicked you are to me, I don't think I will organize that kind of party for you. I'm not saying you, but I don't think I will go to that level.
When you keep personalizing it, you're trying to let people know the kind of person that you are. But you should know there are people who are vindictive.
Very true.
A typical Capricorn, a typical Virgo is a vindictive person. No matter how long, he'll get back at you. Even a Taurus too can be. I'm one. We revenge before we answer to. I have it inside of me. I will hit you back before we answer to.
Okay, let's come back to
some of these things. That's why I was telling at the morning show today. I was telling Mr. Ibrahim Shaib, I said, someone like me, I'm not surprised at some of the dispositions I see our leaders display, especially when I get to know about your personality traits. When you know it, you see this idea of trying to stifle the country to make it one party system is the trait of an Iris. I would name 3 Iris, check them. They don't like rivalry. They are monopolistic by nature. They will do everything to destroy rivalry.
And it's playing out now.
So when things happen, like for those of us who are knowledgeable enough to know those things, we're not surprised.
Thank you for opening our eyes to say, look, if you want to run an organization, you must look at
personality traits.
And before you put them in position. And I think we have seen the trait.
Have you not seen it in one of the positions there? When you put, there are people who don't take anybody's thing like their own. They will never.
No matter how you force
No.
Iris.
They are like they are wired to manage their own excellently, but none of anybody's own. No.
Okay, so let's go to leadership. What kind of personality is required to be a leader in terms of trying to find a balance? Doing the right thing, and at the same time, being human. Okay, so somebody has to die.
No. If the lion decide to pity blood or whatever, the lion will go hungry. I'm just trying to say, if you want to do the right thing, there must be pain. There is no right thing that doesn't come with pain. Childbirth comes with pain. Is it not a good thing?
It's a good thing.
Growth comes with pain. I hope part of the processes of a child growing, malaria is part of it. Sickness. When you say after you don't see a child, the child falls sick, after falling sick, you see the child will not grow late long.
He will grow taller. He or she will grow taller.
Everything that surrounds a human being is surrounded with pain. So what are you saying? Pain. So you must understand that for you to do the right thing.
That's why we now named this president T-Pain. We now name him T-Pain.
Not for the right reasons. He's
always telling us that
but not for the right reasons.
After every pain, there comes,
with respect to him,
happiness.
No, not for the right reasons. If the money we are borrowing, we are seeing it, you are demolishing houses to construct road, you are demolishing some places, you are restructuring some certain things.
We're having an efficient public transport
you are
system.
sacking ministers, giving each person one vehicle, one driver, one police, and you are trying to unbundle the national security. That's pain. You are shutting down the diesel industry, shutting down the generator industry, making sure you give us light everywhere, regardless, destroying the cabals that has held electricity bound. And because for you to fix Nigeria, a lot of people will lose their jobs. Those that are working in generator companies, they will sack them. If your uncle is an importer of one of the biggest generator companies and you are the general manager, You will start praying. What's the prayer point? You'll be praying that, oh God, I bet you're responsible for, you're one of the cabals that is undermining electricity in Nigeria. So to fix Nigeria, you must close your eyes and be brutal.
All right. As we wrap up on this, what is the lesson we should take from what happened, that video? What is the lesson?
Well,
or lessons? The
lessons is one, if I'm to go one side, I'm not looking at the political side. Because if it is political, then the man in question can just call it a bluff, as everyone is that thing.
To hell.
Because he knows himself. But if it is not political, it's actually true that what they did there depicts his personality. I just pray for him to realize it and then make a change. Change is not subject to age. You can change even at 70. After all, experience continues until you die. As long as you are awake, you are alive. So that is why I tell people that every age grade has one or two things that occupies his mind. 20, 25, handset, social media. 30, 35, 40, I want to settle down. 40, 50, 55. Did you see my son?
Or my daughter?
Did you see my daughter is getting married, graduating? 60, 65. Morals. Stop this thing you are doing, it will not help you. Because you are looking at calendar, not mirror. You are at the departure lounge. So every age grade, sometimes I tell somebody, don't challenge an old man. And that's why you see, have you seen it? An old man does not rebuke another old man. Have you seen it?
No.
They have this confraternity lifestyle. Because they all know they are in the same departure lounge. You that you're talking, not live a small boy, never. So it depends on, it depends, to round it up, it depends on the true situation of things. If truly he was a cruel person, it's for him to do a U-turn and then change from his ways.
Nigeria are very, very dynamic when it comes to doing their own things. Nobody would have thought about this some time ago, that somebody can say, yes, we have seen obituaries sent in papers, especially as far as the former, that's why I said the late president was concerned. Somebody sent his obituary that he's dead already. National newspaper.
While he was alive.
While he was alive. Today we are seeing a coffin.
And don't be surprised, some of them benefited when he was in power.
Of course.
Psychophants is still.
Yes, and maybe they are even the ones who even gave him advice that misled him to do what he did at one point.
That's why leaders should pay attention to those psychophants. Pay attention. You know, he said something one day, and I was looking at you and say you don't like white people. And something happened. I don't know if you allow me just a few seconds to say it.
Yeah, of course.
You know, so one of the food vendors that used to bring food for us here was trying to raise her voice because I was owing her some money. And when I came in here, she started giving me food on credit. I said, no, I don't eat on credit. She said, no. I said, no, I don't do it as a matter of policy and principle. I don't eat on credit. I don't have money, I stay. I've grown to a level where food is not my problem. As I am now. I have so many pots everywhere. I can trek to the level when I eat, trek to the level, I walk to the level when I eat. I can even tell you, I'm so practical. I can tell Mama, they're hungry. Because what makes me practical is each time I remember that I would die one day. So what was this in this world? May I dunya? So just live your life and enjoy your life and go. And go and answer your God. So I told her that, then one or two staff will come. Mr. Ken, I'm asked, okay, they will take on my name. I said, madam, if you give them, now when I get money, I go pay. Because I don't practice it. So about 80% of the whole food went to charity and the rest of them. To cut a long story short, shortly after, of course, we had some delays and we were later paid and the rest of them. And I gave my wife money to hold for me. Because what I normally do when I get block money, I don't touch it in the first 24 hours. I don't do it. No matter how you put me gun on my neck, I take a deep breath. If you give me 1 million naira now, I'll push it to my wife's account and I will shut my mind down for 24 hours. Because it helps you to take good decisions. When you rush and touch it 1 naira, before tomorrow it will become 800-something thousand. So that's one of the financial discipline that I go through. I do for myself. So I shut down. So the next day, for me to then tell my wife, the next afternoon, so that money, these are the people that I want to pay. This person 10,000. This is I said, what are you saying? The school just called me and reminded me. I reminded my children is open. See me next week.
So I paid.
And I almost
collapse.
I said, do you know that money I gave to you and the one in your account I gave this one? I don't know. You see, you didn't tell me. Say, sorry, I thought when we were deliberating last 2 weeks we have concluded. I said, we have not concluded. And part of the money was the money I was supposed to give to
the woman.
And so when she came yesterday, I tried to explain and I reminded her, do you remember when I was telling you that you take whatever situation files you have to take it easy and he said she forgot all her promises. But why I was not angry with her, because I knew she was Pisces. Because when I explained her and she told me, she never knew I was trying to find out certain. So I knew she was Pisces. And I told her Pisces are pretentious people. And now you have one that just traveled without telling you for 5 days now.
Yes.
But they will nail you.
But they will nail you. And I will nail her back.
I don't have for you to say here. Off the mark. So why am I saying this? People should try to study people. There are simple psychologists you just know people. Those who talk, who get angry. People that are not patient are truthful. When they want to talk, they interject you.
These words.
They say unfortunately society don't like those kind of people. But those of you who are wise like you, you are wise to know those who, when they speak, they just speak their mind. But you see those ones that say, no, why come in?
Back home. All is fine.
And when they want to deal with you, they will swallow you like an erosion.
All right. We have to wrap it up here, but the thing here is that it's a political era. We'll be expecting more coffins.
More drama.
This is one of the drama, even though it's a drama taken too far. At first, I thought I was watching Shakespeare. Or what do you call it? This book. The gods are not to be blamed. One of this drama book. That's what
this epic drama.
Maybe somebody translated it into a video, but this
is way too far. Bringing in a coffee.
That's what I'm saying. They're going.
Some people are scared of even seeing a coffee.
Of course, like me. Of course, the person took it. That's why I said the person took it too far. But it's a political error. We're going to see more of that. Somebody did this. Somebody else will times two. I think we're in for drama. First, we saw wedding with exclusive dancers, exclusive money,
expensive cars.
Welcome back. Still, the voices coming to you from the nation's capital, Abuja, right here in Politics and Business TV. Today we're going to be looking at
school, not education. Hate school, like education.
Okay, hate school, like education. Okay. So when we're growing up, every day, I'm sure some of us, they have to beat us before we go to school because we'll be crying, missing the morning sleep. They wake you up at 6 o'clock. They bat you, they do this for you, they do that, and you are still sleeping and they are dragging you. Some of us will just throw us into the bathtub before you say they poured water on top of your head and you're done.
With powder.
When you finish, they put that dusting powder. Is it that powder that is very peppery?
Dusting powder.
No, it's dusting powder. They'll rub it inside your face so that your eye will.
The white container.
Yes, they'll rub it into your eye so that the sleep will disappear. Will clear. Then
they'll rub you that Stella pomade. And you'll be shining like
we started liking school by force, by fire.
And now the reality is on us.
The reality is on us.
Is what the colonial master gave to us. School is a scheme designed to undermine ability and capability of a people. School is identifying problems and not fixing it. So A for apple, B for ball, C
for cat.
That is
D
cool.
for dog.
That is cool. That's all. Honda Civic. Wow. Toyota Camry. That is the best my mate can do. Can you manufacture it?
No.
And the people who brought the school, check the curriculum of Japan. Check the curriculum. You see, and before then we have A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, A. We have W, Uku, Huku, Udo, Biar. And somebody came and changed to 1, 2, 3. And somebody came to say A, B, C. But we have it. So what am I trying to say? These are regulatory schemes used to keep us at this level.
Yes, going to school is all about speaking English.
The Chinese man that made the product, have you seen in English language in that carton?
No.
Eh?
No.
Have you seen any Chinese man speaking English to you?
No.
But you cannot do without them.
Yes.
So what have you seen? Have you seen the labor? You see women working in factories, manufacturing things?
Children.
Children. Including this iPhone that you are bragging with. And then you are here.
And your 55-inch television.
In fact, you can't even marry a woman because she didn't go to school in Nigeria. There are families that will tell you, what's the level of education? OND. In this family, no. My mother is like that. Let me not go for my mother. A girl will pronounce Catholic Church. Catholic Church. You say, because of her phonological interference, she has the southeastern. No. You're local. And she'll make a good wife. You now go and marry her and say Catholic Church. Yeah. And she'll give you fire.
And ask you to cook your dinner or your breakfast.
So school in itself is identifying problems. School is just a mirage, something that was packaged that people didn't understand. And now we're beginning to see it. That even at the end of the day, the classroom has metamorphosed into the phones. People back degrees online. They even send certificate. You can even sign your signature on your screen. And it was, when I saw the first time I saw scanner app.
You're asking yourself.
I don't know when last I visited business center. Those days you go to business center to go and you must go and scan.
You must scan, yes. And pay.
Do you know I sent my passport to somebody this morning? Here in the office, I just stood by the wall, somebody snapping it, and I said the printed passport for me. You see, so we should understand that the world is changing, and now reality is dawning on us. Make first class, go to class. Okay, what are they teaching you in school? Transfer information. According to Plato, according to Euripides, according to Aristotle, according to this Pythagoras theory. These are human beings like you. And
the question will be, how did we fall into this scam?
Of colonial masters now, who were colonized. They called us the Bushmen. And they came, gave us their own. Today, we have exchanged traditional wedding, which is the original wedding, to white wedding. So women fight, put pressure on their men to wear wedding gown. I don't know if I'm communicating, man.
Yeah, of course.
Is wedding white wedding our wedding?
Our culture, no.
So what happens to our forefathers if they are not married? Meanwhile, we've jettisoned
the core one. Now let's come to the 21st century. It took us long as a nation to wake up that there's a difference between school and education. Today, we're beginning to see that, like you said, the mechanic who repairs your car, the plumber who fixes your water system.
Even a native intelligence everywhere now.
The carpenter who makes this chair and this furniture that we are sitting in, who has never been to the four walls of a school. We look at him as local, but without him, we can't do. At what point, how did we miss it for a very long time? Is it until the phone came and started telling us that, look, go online and you go back to the basics?
I think for me, we missed it where we started having a lot of pressure from parents. Most of our parents imbibed this whole advent of Western civilization. And then now making chair. This chair does not have respect for English language. You don't need to go to school to go to a convention to go and read. Where is our technical college today? Technical, those are education. Educating somebody. And education is something that is transferable. School is not transferable, it's just there. You read political science, you read law, you read that, and somebody, okay, now we are reading the law, and somebody called Abuja State right before us.
A lawyer.
And the law even told you that the law is an axe. The law itself told you that the law is an axe. Are we not, wait, are we not seeing what is going on?
We are.
You want me to say it?
No. 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 And that brings us to the quality of the people we churn out. Year in, year out. Plenty degrees, plenty masters, plenty.
You did, there's something I want to say. You didn't even allow me to say. It's pending me now.
Okay, so please say.
The first lecture I attended in my university days was the law, 500 level law lecture. Mistakenly. I was a bloody jambite with my screening file. I wanted to attend lecture because I was in a hurry to have a case. I will never forget this statement in my life till I die. Any lawyer, because before that I used to see lawyers as, no. Any lawyer that wants to win a case should not be interested in what the other lawyer is saying. No. But should be interested in the mind of the judge. What the judge should be telling what the judge wants to say. So in other words, the judge is the law. And that's when the judge rules, he says, as my lordship what? Pleases. In other words, you are not allowed to overrule or counter. So what are we saying? So if you have a judge who is a Leo born, because Leos are one of the worst human beings when it comes to administering judgment. Toby is a Leo. If Toby is a judge, if a Leo likes you, you're going to win that case. He's listening to me, let him challenge me. My younger son is a Leo. A Leo approaches an issue with already a concluded standpoint. So anything you are saying, you are wasting your time. So if a Leo likes you over me, and they bring a case where I have upper hand, even with the evidence, you say, but you see, he will find a way to make sure it pleases you. So if you have a Leo job, I try to find out the personality of the judge. And I was telling or the lawyer, as I started expecting something like this, because we jettison, because some of us still mix this. We are not able to practice professionalism in this part of the world. It is in foreign countries you see real professionalism, because they are raised from childhood to understand that this is who you are, and they place them based on those things. But here, my Peking go read law, and that's what you're trying to say. My Peking go without knowing,
become pilot.
And then you put an I personality to become a pilot. It will take the grace of God to fly a plane without crashing it. Except that I personality will have no choice than to work on himself by self-realizing himself, understanding that, look, I'm an I. Because an I is a jai person. He chokes and laughs with everything. He's not flexible. He's just, I have a cousin, I was one part of all of them. He's a core I to the core. You don't give him responsibility and go and sleep. Are you joking? You mess it up.
You have to guide it.
You have to follow him up, because, and even when you complain, that's why an I cannot make a good PA or prepare speech for you. You can write Nigeria is 39 states. If you give an I a paper now, you will not screen the typographical error, you won't screen it. So even when you read the speech as a president, you say Nigeria is 39 states, and the crowd is laughing, and you are shocked, and you now meet him and say, how come? I thought it's 36. I beg now, no normal thing now. Just so they don't take things serious. But you can never give a C compliant person that, and you will cross the T's and dot it. And even though it's going to waste your time, we'll give you the best result.
So let's come to those who, the 21st century era witnessed proliferation of private schools. This madness. Everybody is trying to be a proprietor of a school, whether meeting standard or not meeting standard. And yes, of course, the parents who started killing themselves. And my child must go to a school that is being paid 1 million. You
have answered it now.
Class.
Yes.
It must go class. No, I'm leading you somewhere.
Yeah.
And they put pressure on themselves, not me. They put pressure on themselves. And start looking, especially women. When we discuss with our fellow women and they say, what school is your child going to? And this person say, my child, no, that school is low grade. And another person is saying her own school is more expensive because of this and because of that. In a jiffy, this, Ifa, Google, AI,
ChatGPT
came and made nonsense
of the whole process.
Of the whole process. You pay 1 million naira per term
to watch DVD.
To watch DVD. 1 million naira to watch DVD. You will still pay for data. You now pay 2,000 naira for data, 1,000 naira for data for what do you call it? ChatGPT to teach your child. And that is the stupidity and the foolishness.
Okay.
That has engulfed.
Let me
made nonsense.
Let me save you of all this stress. Yeah. Private school is all about class consciousness.
Yes.
People have taken away the gathering of people in schools. You know, the federal government colleges were just for national integration, preparing your mind for what is the types and shadow of what NYC looks like. It has been jettisoned. Now we now have private boarding schools
and private universities.
We now promote all kinds of extremisms in terms of independence, making you feel that you own your word, you own your life, you don't need to be guided, you don't need to be tailored. Meanwhile, we were guided. We have school fathers,
school mothers.
We even have what's this called? Coordinators or teachers that we report to. And nobody gives you money directly. They give to those teachers to give to you. Regulate your spending. That is not the case today. So private school is just to promote all forms of association, class association. And that's why you hear those women talk like that. And these are women who have allowed the society to submerge them. The society is not meant to submerge you. You are to submerge the society.
You know, when I say people want their children, they will say, I don't want my child to suffer the way I suffered. You trekked to school without sandals.
You see that? When you say these things, I have a story of my friend.
You held your books without even a bag, maybe nylon. Remember?
Your younger ones inherited textbooks.
No, I'm even talking about people who don't even have bag. They put books inside nylon.
And you have sense today.
But today you are saying that same child. You are saying, no, my child is going to wear this, even when you don't have the money.
Have you seen parents going to take noodles from shop and they don't have money for egg? They collect that egg on credit because the child must eat noodles with egg.
And who told you that a child must eat noodle and egg?
Now,
all in the name of going to school.
Do you know the sad reality of this whole thing? They are preparing a child for an economy that is not even well arranged for them to.
No economy, ma.
I don't have the economy to sustain this nonsense. This forceful lifestyle you are giving your child. Eventually, when the child graduates, that's why we have drug addicts everywhere. Depression everywhere. Yahoo. Because the child can face the reality and discover that,
I wasted 18 years.
I don't know, say the society, and that's why people steal government money to begin to buy and amass wealth and properties for the child.
NYC came up with this scheme of saying, okay, entrepreneurship. How to make shoe, how to make soap, how to make this, how to make that. And then people will now say, so I spent my 20 years or my 22 years only for me to end up learning how to make shoe.
And that ended up going back to education.
So
I went to 20 years of school. Now I'm going back to
22 years of school. And 1 year of education. Which would be better than the 22 years.
All the graduates around me now, all those fine girls, they are doing hairdresser and tailor.
Fine girls are doing with bomb shot.
They are doing hairdressers now. They are going back to education. Because after school, the society will now say, where is education?
Yeah. Now you have.
When you employ a cameraman, you want the one that can even service the camera. Somebody came to me today and said, Ogaya said you work for TV. I said, yes. I said, what do you say? I did TV production. By the time I was done talking to him, he said, I can shoot camera. I said, no, we don't want people that can shoot camera. Even me, I can shoot camera. Can you service the camera? If you can service now, call my MD now and say, I have somebody who have extra marginal utility. He said, no, I can't service. Okay, you don't never catch you. So we are looking for education now. We are not looking for school. Because that is the certificate.
Certificate.
Not the certificate. Certificate is school.
You know, somebody put it on his status. He was talking about different PhDs. The one that is acquired through phone. The one that is acquired as honorary. The one that is acquired through school. And he just broke it. He said, whatever way we have arrived at our destination. And you see, for me, I don't know, some of us went to school, but we mixed it with education on our own because we learned to do the things practically. I remember my project.
You are talking to me.
I remember my own project. My own project was practical because I looked at the impact of home video on our culture. So I had to start interviewing artists, actors and actresses and producers.
At a very little age.
No, at my university level, my 400 level.
So you knew your pathway.
Yes,
life.
I knew my pathway. So I had to go with my tape recorder and started. I left there. I went to Kaduna. Some of those famous actors, they got me their, details, their house addresses. I had to go visit them one after the other. When I came back, the other part that I have to do is a focused family. I have to look for a family, sit them down with their children and start asking them questions. So I did practical. I didn't just write. So I went to school, but I did education.
You were only trying to.
And when I came out, and when I finished, and he said, do masters now. I said, why now? Because it's not part of me. Why will I go and be doing? I said, no.
I don't even know where masters is.
I don't even know where masters. I said, no, please do. I said, okay. If I'm going to do masters, it has to be professional because I'm not ready to go and sit down in a class and be doing research. It's not me. The same me who went from 100 level, I don't even know where my books are. Until when they say, oh, exam is coming tomorrow or next tomorrow, then I begin to look for discussion group because me, I can't sit down and be reading. It's not me. It's just not me. So I took a professional master that I knew it was just going to last 1 year. From January, December, gone. And then I look at people today. They said they are PhD holders. PhD in psychology, PhD in, what do you call it, philosophy.
The most annoying one is PhD in economy.
PhD in economy.
Economics, no, PhD in economics. So.
And you can't, and look at book economy you are giving
wait,
us.
Look at the PhD in economics. Where is Nigeria today?
Nowhere. Plenty PhD.
Do you know this economy? I'm looking for it. I don't even know what it is.
No, economy is me. I have money in your pockets to spend.
And you see, somebody will come on TV and be telling me, analyzing how economy is moving. And I'm asking myself, okay, what is economy?
And you draw chart.
And we draw charts. That does not translate to Naira and Kobo. I have a neighbor who, the son is a fantastic footballer, and I met the man. The man was the assistant director in CBN. I said, okay, you took this child to one of the most expensive private universities with a tuition fee of 5 million Naira times 5 to read mechanical engineering. That is 5 times 5 is how much? 25 million. And then, football academy, 5 million Naira will take you to a sound football academy. I told the man, why not carry this 25 million Naira and invest in this boy? Or worst case, buy a property he can sell after 5 years. Started doing business, entered into real estate. Because the boy said, I'll put him in a football academy. The boy said, Daddy, what this uncle is saying is true. He said, my friend, get inside the room. That boy finished school, got a job of 90,000 Naira a month.
From 25 million.
Now that is tuition fee.
Tuition fee.
Excluding
feeding.
So that means to package that boy must have cost 35 million. Now the boy is dying, he's smoking Igbo everywhere. Smoking Igbo.
Even the 90,000 can't go anywhere.
What is 90,000? When are you going to recover money spent on you? Why is the turnaround investment on your head? No, let's look at it. And in fact, let me take it a step further. There are some courses that nobody has business going to study. You somebody reading political science, and you are not politically inclined.
And you are not on the field.
You are not even politically inclined.
You are reading political science.
Somebody is studying law. You don't even have common sense and logic. You cannot deduce and read in between the lines and be able to apply small logic thinking. You are not. Somebody wants to be a broadcaster. I've seen mass com rubbish. And when they say you can't even stare at somebody, you're not. So
and that reminds me, I went to the courts some time ago, and the judge is sitting down here, and because it was in a courtroom, and the lawyers are checking phone to respond to case. They are using phone
to make citations.
And I went to another hospital. They are checking phone to try and diagnose the ailment.
And recommend.
I recommend. Phone. People who spend 7 years
I went to
study medicine.
Let them listen to me. I went to magistrate court. Caro. With due respect, let me use the word allegedly because even though I was there.
But I didn't mention my own. My own is right here.
I went to magistrate court. One of the magistrate courts, allegedly. Let me use allegedly. Allegedly. And the judge resided and presided over the case via telephone. Are you guilty or not guilty? Not guilty, sir. And I said, yeah, by sentence, reminded of 2000.
He's not even sitting in the courtroom.
On phone. I don't just want to say some things. This is my two leg.
Please say that.
So no.
You don't work out. If we're
the suffering brought sense, even the Christ that we are professing, the Bible said it's clear that he learned obedience. He learned to by the things he suffered.
Okay. We'll take another short break. And when we come back, we'll be asking people who studied on the street.
Street cred.
who studied the transmission officer didn't even want to allow me to land first. You want me to go on the break? Okay, we'll come back after the break. All right, welcome back. Still on the school and education. We're moving to the street. Today, you call yourself a PhD holder. And you are selling things. You are selling, you are a PhD holder. You are not in somewhere trying to help solve a problem in terms of research or whatever it is, but you're there selling something.
Because you read PhD and the PhD cannot fit into the society where you read it.
So you end up selling things, either as a distributor or producing something.
That one is rich now. We're talking of along. Somebody's PhD is doing along now.
PhD doing along.
Well, you know, they went down to advertise for jobs and the PhD will apply for driving job.
Yes, to be a truck driver, yeah.
It rained everywhere.
So why do you have to spend money and stress yourself?
Ignorance.
Why do you have to pressure people? Because I'm sure those who did PhD, most of them will be depending on people. And bro, send me 20,000. Bro, send me 50,000.
You are even going to farm, Ajia. What me and you are saying, some PhD holders. Do you know I've visited some place where I speak, and PhD holder will listen to me.
You know,
just
you
profile.
Want to do, yes, just profile. You want to do PhD, meanwhile you are empty upstairs.
I asked the girl.
You just read and passed.
I have a girl.
I want to have PhD in front of your name, Mr. Kaza with
Doctor.
PhD, Dr. Mrs. or Dr. Mr. just with a PhD to your name. You can't even defend it.
And you're broke.
And you're not. Some people are not even broke. Let us look at the class that is rich, the rich class.
Well, if you go in that line, if you have the resources to brandish and you know shroud your personality with all kinds of things, if you have the resources to do it, and maybe you don't have anybody to help, because the definition of resources is the ability to touch people's lives. When you have money and you
go and waste,
you have not touched any life, you are poor.
You know, those of us who went to ABU.
Yeah, you're promoting your school now.
Of course. Because we see ourselves as
African best university.
Because if you go to that Nasarawa State, I'm not trying to condemn any school. I think let's get that. But Nasarawa State, maybe 90% of the lecturers are a product of ABU. Or let's say even 50% product of ABU. And then you went there to get a PhD. And you are now brandishing it
in front of an ABU
graduate. And I'll be looking at you. Are you mad? So my sister went to ABU and she said, and if I want to do masters, I will take you, I will do uni Abuja. I say, you're very stupid.
Don't go there.
I say you are very,
I'm
very
a product of University of Abuja, so don't go there.
I said, how you leave ABU?
Hello, ma. I'm a product of University of Abuja.
I'm driving to something. Even if you want to brandish something, you should brandish something that equates or more than your whatever BSc. That's if you have the resources.
But there are people who graduate from ABU from like you that are not. They don't know what you know now.
No, of course I know. I know that the standard of education has fallen.
Not even the standard. First of all, the standard is you.
It's true. The standard is you.
It's you first now.
Are you even ready to learn?
It is you before the school. The school just discovered, just aided certain things, created a platform.
Or you went to one of the universities in the UK.
Have you not heard of the word? You can go to England and not be glad.
And not be glad. Okay, you masters, BSc, masters in UK, only for you to end up with a PhD from National State University.
Somebody that
I'm sure people will say, why are you picking on our university?
Wait, people that have all kinds of performance, they go to UK and get first class. I saw a boy that had first class in one scrum.
So let's come to the street knowledge that people ignored, that people looked down on. Growing up, they taught us intro tech in secondary school, GS1. They told us how to, they taught us how to cook, home economics.
I handled saw.
They showed us how to, home management, how to clean our houses. They taught us how to sew our underwear.
And knit baskets.
And knit basket. GS1.
We went to farms.
In fact, that one is compulsory. In fact, your punishment is farm.
That was when I know this Latin word for Diascorea lata, Diascorea bobifera, yams, Diascorea caenasis.
And then shifting cultivation.
Shifting cultivation, bush following, this one, that one. Where is it today?
Somebody was asking his father, he said, Daddy, where do potatoes grow?
In the sky.
His father said, in the sky. I said, where do potatoes grow? In the sky.
Do you know I'm teaching my children how to do that? My children yes, my children.
So is it not unfortunate that we have so many PhDs, so many professorships, so many BScs, empty?
And when you want to invite, and then you see some of them, you call them for public speech, and they'll write a whole paper and be reading a paper for you. You know, one of the most annoying thing I see when I see somebody who is said to be a leader, and that's why to do respect to Shomole, I respect to Shomole. A man that can give speech without a paper. That's what we're talking about. If you call me now and say, Mr. Ken, address this guy, I will address it with sound English, fluent communication without a paper. You see presidents, you see governors reading, and that's what somebody say, transmission, mission, transmission. You see, so we have jettisoned street credibility. That one that
somebody sang that.
Yes.
Street credibility.
Yes, that is a certificate that brings you to in tune with the realities of life. That solves problem. That is the education that you can transfer to the next person. You can fix problem. The woman selling rice and banga soup. Do you know that it was later I got to discover that there are particular skills you must understand for you to be able to sell rice and stew. If
what
not,
are these skills?
You know, I went to eat one day and somebody said, let me ask this woman about this thing. And I discovered that if you don't know how to scoop stew, you will be able to know how to scoop a stew that can serve 5 noodles of rice. If not, stew go finish, rice go remain. So you know the quantity of tomatoes and the size of the stew in a pot that can sell 5 noodles of rice. And you think it's ordinary? Go and cook now. Before you know,
you won't get that one anywhere in school.
You won't get it.
Nobody will teach you that.
And the woman told me, do you know that because what I said, madam, put extra stew. No, I said, no. I said, madam, why you always say no? You say, I know the quantity of stew where I go fit sell a particular quantity of rice. And they get where I go put spoon, they scoop them. Because I don't know. That is street cred. That is street cred. And then you see, you know, say, this woman is doing well. I want to be like her. And then you run jumping. and jump out.
And then you sell 5 noodles of rice without stew.
So people should know all these things.
Just like the woman the example you gave us, the woman who sells akara.
Madam Happiness.
Yes, Madam Happiness. The professional akara woman.
That has table and chair everywhere. All the educated girls are eating there.
The ones who went to do PhDs.
And wearing long nails and bob shorts. Then I eat there. What am I talking about? With my.
I know, but you are down to earth now. You didn't flaunt BSc or whatever.
But I didn't know what. You see, the English I can speak. Somebody can say everything I'm saying now here. Even put it together better with language. Have you not seen intelligent malams?
Of course not. Extremely intelligent.
Have you not seen them?
Plenty.
Yeah. Do you know after the end of the day, when you have issues, it is the village chief that judges your issue that didn't go to school.
Yes. So after all your English, you end up with
when you have a major quarrel in Abuja, Igbo people listen to me. Where did they judge it? Obi. Obi is the local court. Obi is usually the first house built by your grandfathers. That is where they gather. And the people that will decide your matter are the nani that did not go to school. And that's why they will dissect issues using proverbs. Proverbs that will connect to the issue and dissect and create, that will sear this issue, dissect it even better than law courts. And you stand there and see your fault and apologize immediately. That is why you see there is no big man. In fact, this big court rich men, they fear it too.
Because they tell them the home truth.
What are you talking? No, intelligence with your PhD, your intelligence cannot match them.
But let's even ask ourselves, does it mean that somebody who has masters or BSc or PhD is intelligent?
No. We have such a thing called garbage in,
garbage out.
So it's not intelligent. Intelligence is a blessing. First of all, it's a gift from God. Somebody was looking at me and said, do you know, funny enough, I don't read. I don't read though.
I think we're in the field together.
No, I don't read. I will sleep. I can't read that paper. I will sleep. Kenneth Chidiche, Mrs. Samuel, I'm telling you now, I don't read. Just, if you want me to sleep fast, give me a book. But if I open a book, I look at the prefix, table of content, I would dissect that book more than you that read it all. Because as I'm looking, I'm connected. Why? I am in tune. My best girlfriend is the society. Somebody went to the society,
studied it,
studied the society, observed society, and put it in a paper, and you call him an author. The difference between you and that, you are just lazy. You just walk up past. You know that you are not observant.
You don't observe anything.
You don't even ask questions. You are not curious. You are just living your life. Let me use the word.
One-way traffic.
One-way traffic. So when you make mistakes, something happens to you, you don't ask, why did this thing happen?
Don't tell me.
What am I going to do to prevent it from happening again?
Let's go to even the most annoying one. The honorary PhD degrees. The one everybody is collecting left, right, and center because he's occupying one political office.
You pay money for it now.
You pay money for it. Somebody told me he went to a state to go and try to revive their state TV station that went down since 1998. And is in your southeast. I don't want to measure the state. Meanwhile, his wife went to collect PhD, honorary PhD, and he promised that he made a pledge to that university to pay 250 million.
Hey!
Meanwhile, the state broadcasting TV house is overgrown with weeds. So when the engineer from Abuja that went on recommendation to go and revive the place, he said, when I got there, I'm trying to, where do I start from? There is nowhere to. So he asked them, he said, do you have people on ground? At least let's even start something. He said, the last time we recruited was 1998. No, 1991, sorry. The last time we recruited, because the whole thing now was abandoned in 90. He said, the last time we recruited was 91.
The child that was giving birth to 1991 is 25 years now.
Is it 25 or 35 years?
35 years.
35 years. He said, that was the last time we recruited. So he just went there and came back. Meanwhile, the 250 million is going for a PhD, honorary PhD. Is it not high time government stop this honorary PhD? Because I don't know which African country, is it Ghana or Senegal, where they said no more honorary PhD degree.
You know, as the word implies, honorable, you should be honorable. It should give it to you based on your honorable behavior, not by doling out money. Money that are unexplained. I don't see, you can't give out hard-earned money like that. Have you seen Dangote going to give out hard-earned money just like that?
No.
For honorary what? And
I've not seen Dangote going to collect honorary PhD.
No, what does it do?
Who will help?
What is the level of Dangote's education? And it's feeding you. The certificate is working for him.
So now let's come back to how do we begin? Because I know the reality has done on all of us now.
It has done now.
Everybody is doing certificate. Either you learn how to make something or produce something. English is taking you nowhere now. But for parents who are still killing themselves to send children to very expensive
exorbitant school fees,
putting all kind of pressure, heart, blood pressure, this pressure, that pressure on
just to speak English.
Just to speak English. Are they awake to the reality? Because you will finish that pressure, end up with an illness, and then your child faces a society where he will only end
that is not ready for him.
That is not ready for him.
Kudos to, with due respect to the Southeasterners, where we have the Umo Boy, the Umo Boy, program that has been copied as a blueprint in Germany today. The Umo Boy program is that program where it has been, as it's older than me, older than so many people, where you have to serve to become your own master. Because through the service, you have your own sense. You'll be cheated. You learn to be cheated. You will be beaten. In fact, I heard it that why most Igbo men are not too generous with their monies like that, because most of them, when they were serving their masters, the wives of the Oga did not give them meat inside soup. They learn to eat eba without soup meat. So they understand what it is. Not that I'm not sorry that wicked, but they understand how to, they borrow sense.
How to be disciplined.
How to be disciplined.
They give you sense by force.
By force.
So that when you are making money, you go slow on meat.
So the Umo Boy, with due respect, and then I also respect this, every region has their own strength. The Hausa man doesn't take you 2 minutes to help you if he wants to help you. Regardless of whatever it is, you can pull off a phone call and help you. The Igbo man, if you go to an Igbo man, he will tell you, do you know how to drive? Say yes. I carry this thing. Go and drop in Use market for me. From there, you must add value before he will now give you something. The Yoruba man practice what I call generational wealth. Where the father was a carpenter, the eleganzas. And
like that.
And the grandchildren will follow like that.
But
Vognize.
No, it's better that you even brought it to the Yorubas. Growing up in Lagos, we saw families where the father is a mechanic, the sons come back from school and they go straight
to the workshop.
To the workshop at the age of 6, 7, they're already into the trade. And by the time they are 10, 11, they are fixing. Same thing with plumbing, same thing with every other trade.
Now we have Elizabeth and the rest. I don't want to call their name. Go and find out their history now. You see these things.
I told some young people some years back, I said, please go and learn a trade. Go and learn one skill. I said, after you finish secondary school, learn a skill, make money. And later on, if you want to go online, there are so many universities courses online that you can do.
Are we not having...
You know what one of them said behind my back? That I'm a very wicked person.
Okay.
That I'm very selfish. That I went to the university. That I'm bad belly. I don't want them to also have a BSc.
Now we have now university.
Now university.
Now
you will get that. Now university. So I'm sure maybe today, I think those who took my advice will be thanking me today.
That's why they said it is stated clearly that one of the tribes that will survive any situation in Nigeria are the Igbos. Because area markets, and then main market of Onitsha has produced more millionaires that the University of Ibadan and other universities put together has produced in the world. Fact. Because if you go to the East, in my family, the family where I got married from, the Obioras, I'm the only one that have very strong
BSc.
I went to school.
Now only you go to school. And now the BSc be your qualification.
Yes. I'm telling you the rest are married. If you see them, if you see their containers coming in fact, one of them is my house now. In fact, the domestic staff that carried my wife, that nannied everybody. My father-in-law settled her as a distributor to where she's staying at Ecom. She's the distributor of the car paint.